Hello and welcome to my overview of the interactive learning object I created for my multimedia project. And this is for my learners, the Collegiate Development Consultants or CDCs within Delta Gamma. So as a reminder, these Delta Gamma CDCs are recent graduates. They are full-time employees. They are between the ages of 22 and 24 typically. And they have baseline knowledge of Delta Gamma platforms, resources, and for tech needs, they will have login credentials ahead of time to hopefully aid in their ease of access of these resources and materials. So this relates to my learning objective that through interactive e-learning modules, collegiate development consultants will be able to explain the purpose of at least 2 Delta Gamma resources or handbooks. So we can see throughout here, this is just a preview of the course, but we'll get into it in a second. We can see throughout the course the use of the personalization principle. We use Delta Gamma brand elements, color schemes, fonts, so it's recognizable for the consultants. And we also use a conversational style of text to make it a little bit more manageable to digest. And it's a bit informal to kind of relate to this generation and just help overall understanding of the material because some of it is not very exciting. And then throughout, we also use the segmenting principle. So there is design features that allow them for some learner paced engagement, right? So we have some continue buttons. It flows nicely from one element to the next, as you'll see throughout the preview. And then some visual design principles are used throughout, such as repetition and contrast, to make some of those elements really stand out, as well as make some of it a little bit more recognizable. So we repeat color schemes and elements for ease of access. So let's go ahead and get into it. Here again is our course preview. So this is what they would see when they start the course. We have some introductory text down here, as well as an overview of the resources they will interact with during this course. So let's go ahead and start here. This first page outlines the main platform that we will use where these resources are hosted. So this just provides some context for how to access. We can see here some of these elements provide audio as well as text for accessibility of what these different features are. So we have a little interactive element here for the login, for the library itself once they've logged in, as well as the news and resources tab. We have some more text down here and a quote, and then they can click continue when they're ready. This takes them to their first resource, which is our quick guides. So we have, again, some contextual text up here just to set it up before it flows into a video. I'll preview the video here.
This is a collegiate officer quick guide. For example, we're looking at VP Finance's quick guide. These quick guides are available for all Delta Gamma vice presidents as well as the chapter president. As you can see, this outlines the officer's responsibilities, resources that correspond to those responsibilities.
So that outlines exactly what it says, the responsibilities and resources. And then we have some knowledge checks down here for our learners to engage in. Just 2 simple questions in different formats to keep them engaged. And when they're ready, they can click continue. And we do the same thing throughout. So again, just for speed, we'll go ahead and move on into our second resource here, which has some text and an accompanying image. Another video here, which I'll preview.
This is the Honor Board Handbook. Let's take a look at some of the contents within this handbook. At a quick glance, we can tell that the Honor Board Handbook is rather lengthy. This handbook will give an overview of Honor Board's policies and procedures.
So this again outlines what the purpose of this resource is, and they already know how to navigate to it, which is great. We have some more interactive elements here that encourage them to click for some more information, as well as a couple questions of a knowledge check. Again, we'll click continue when we're ready to. And again, some of this repetition and contrast you can tell throughout. So again, we have some text up at the top, and then to incorporate those interactive elements again that are not in video format, We have some audio and text here that gives an overview of the Recruitment Confidential resource that we're talking about in this module. So we have 3 elements here, and then another quote, and then we end with another knowledge check. So just one here at the end of the resources. And that is the end of this course. By the end of the course, again, the learning objective is that they would be able to explain the purpose of at least 2 Delta Gamma resources or handbooks. And we can see some of those design principles as well as multimedia principles used throughout. Thanks for watching.